Thanks for joining. I'm GrowCrypto, and I'm here to bring you a little update on Web3 and, for this episode, mostly Elon Musk and Twitter. If you don't know, obviously Elon Musk owns Twitter, and his idea is to turn it into the next WeChat. And if you don't know what WeChat is, it's an app in China that essentially just has everything on it. So you've got your socials, you can trade on there, you do your finances, gambling, watch videos. It just has everything all in one place, and Elon Musk wants to replicate that. And he wants to call it X.com. And obviously for this, he needs a bit of AI to assist him. So Elon's kind of stance on AI at the moment is he wants it, to stop the development of it because it's becoming increasingly like a threat to humanity. Because it's going to become, it's just going to be able to do anything you want it to, and as soon as it falls into malicious hands, you've got a crisis. And I definitely agree with him on that point, but I also feel, if say one country stops development, obviously let's say the US stops development of their AI, there's nothing then stopping other countries developing AI, on their side. So if you stop your development, you just get left behind. It just doesn't, because because you stop doesn't mean everyone else is going to stop. So, it's a bit of a catch-22. You don't want it to become a crisis, but you also don't want to get left behind and have everyone else have AI much more powerful than yours. So it's almost like another kind of nuke situation where, nukes are obviously a bad thing, but at the same time, you don't want to be the one without any. So it's a crazy times at the moment with this AI stuff for sure. And here's another article that kind of shows more evidence of how Elon wants to create Twitter into an everything app. He's partnered up with eToro. So you can, at the moment, it's just to promote financial education. So Twitter users can use the $ and then the cash tag for a stock, and it will instantly show that user a real-time price for that stock. And then I think eventually the idea is then, so right now you can then click a link somewhere that pops up when you ask for this information, and it will bring you to eToro, where you can then obviously invest if you choose to do so. I think the idea, though, further down the line is that you'll be able to invest actually on Twitter. Something will pop up, give you information, and you can probably just click buy, sell right there on the app, which obviously furthers the evidence that Elon's trying to make Twitter and everything app, the next WeChat. So yeah, at the moment you can use the $. I don't know if we can, because I'm in the UK. I'm not sure if it's available in the UK yet or available at all yet. But the idea is you use a cash tag with a $ and the price of whatever stock you've put into that cash tag will pop up, and it will show you the real time price and probably other bits of information that is useful. And the last thing I wanted to talk about is what's happening with ETH at the moment. So obviously, although Ethereum's price is obviously going up a lot, we've smashed through $2,000 price range, which is pretty crazy. But there's obviously fear with the new Chapella upgrade, which is obviously follows after the Shanghai upgrade, which essentially means that all this locked up state Ethereum is now going to become available. So people are fearing that it's going to pump loads of liquidity or extra ETH into the market, which is going to create a huge kind of like selling pressure. So there's about 18 million staked ETH that's going to be available to withdraw once the Chappelle upgrade happens. And market analysis from Glassnode said the firm expects traders to sell 170,000 of this 18 million immediately after the Shanghai upgrade, which isn't that much, to be fair, percentage-wise. And I think the reason for that is because most people that probably staked their ETH probably staked it above $2,000. So obviously at the moment they're not in profit. So there's no reason for them to unstake it and sell it because they're not going to make any money. So I think this has probably happened at a good time considering the price we're at with ETH. I think if we were above, at all-time highs, I think it probably would have more of a negative effect on ETH's price. But I think because most people that locked up their stake was probably at a time above the price we're at now, so there's no reason for them to sell. What happens, when ETH's price does hit all-time highs, it might struggle maybe a bit more to do so than other crypto coins because of this extra, people having so much kind of available ETH ready to sell after not having it for a long time. I'm not sure, but I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, all in all, prices are actually looking pretty good. Bitcoin obviously smashed 30,000 and we nearly hit 31. Predictions of around 35 to 38, I think, is the next kind of target. And then if we hit that, who knows? I still feel like we're going to maybe see some downside in the next 6 months or so. But I'm no technical analysis. That's just more of a gut feeling, if anything, just because of macro elements going on. Figures in terms of, unemployment and things like that. Inflation, it's just still not great. So I just got a feeling that we're still going to see some sort of downside. But again, just a gut feeling. I'm not sure we could just carry on, having a bit of sideways action, going up a bit, more sideways, just gradually going up. But my plan is just to carry on dollar cost averaging because anything below 40,000 Bitcoin is still an absolute steal. So for me, I'm dollar cost averaging, putting in a little bit every week, not just into Bitcoin, but a few other altcoins and Ethereum as well. And yeah, I feel like if you don't know what's going on, that's probably the best way to do it. Never invest more than you can afford to lose. Little bits often is much better than a lump sum all in one go. But yeah, anyway, that's just a quick update on what's happening in and around Web3. Obviously, Elon Musk making absolute alpha moves with Twitter. So it's a real interesting space to kind of concentrate on at the moment. So maybe in the next episode we'll see what happens with that.